road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends.
We have a special treat for you as we go back on the Michigan road with Dick Evans. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Brian Sterling. We're continuing our trip back in time.
For decades, Dick Evans took viewers all across the state to meet incredible people and see amazing sights. In 1990, we aired a special broadcast showing the best of the Michigan road.
And for the first time ever, we're airing it again. Here's Dick Evans on the Michigan road.
We do our share of drinking and driving on the Michigan road, coffee that is, and we do our share of eating, all kinds of eating. We know the best spots. We've eaten everything from turtle to vinegar pie. Well, here's some that come to mind.
All aboard!
Before the trains get too far out of mind and down the track, let's talk food. We're aboard the Star Clipper, that fabulous redecorated luxury liner that gives you a scenic trip between Paw Paw and Hartford. So moments never get dull. They serve a 4-course meal. By the time we reached Hartford, they were bringing in the main course. The most popular, Iowa Prime Rib. Look at the size of it. We spent a leisure day aboard the Deli Queen on Saginaw Bay. Why? Well, food, of course. Fishermen hate to depart a good fishing hole just because they're starved. Call Marty Adrian on the Marine Band radio. He'll motor up to your boat, and in addition to pizza, which is very popular, coffee, cheese nachos, chili and soup, popcorn, that's a good seller, hot dogs with all the mustard, ketchup, and onion you can imagine, sliced cold meats. Don't laugh. I've seen the pizza men make deliveries in state park campgrounds, too. Well, if you love only top-notch chocolate chip cookies, you've got to know Tom Nealon, the head chef at Waterfront Seafood in Battle Creek. He calls his Tom's Mom's cookies, giving credit to Mother Dorothy.
No, I'm sorry. He just named it for me.
And to show that that's not all he can whip up, he insisted on making breakfast for us. Yeah, that's breakfast.
It's made with chicken, fresh chicken stock that we debone our own chicken. And we use the chicken stock, and I reduce that with wine. And
it's 5 o'clock in the morning, but that's not too early for me to find good food. At Hilltop Restaurant in Luntz, I watched them pour the frosting on the hot cinnamon rolls. Well, in the interest of journalism, I just had to be a taste tester. I knew these were going to be big, but how big are they?
The rolls weigh 1 pound, approximately 1 pound. So if you think of a pound loaf of bread, you're eating a loaf of bread.
Does anybody ever eat the whole thing?
Oh, yes. But we use a lot of doggy bags in this restaurant. We have a lot of people come in and order, one sweet roll and share it amongst them. It's $1.
A whole breakfast for $1.
A whole breakfast for $1.
We drooled while watching these girls having lunch at Chardonnay's in Kalamazoo. Their food was served uncooked to their table, and they finished cooking it to their individual preference on 550-degree heated lava rocks.
Looks like the shrimp is almost done. As soon as it turns pink, it's done, and the shrimp usually cooks really fast.
Funny where story ideas originate. I thought of this while in the hospital, so upon getting out, I visited Borges Hospital in Kalamazoo. Topic? Hospital food. Hospital chefs work hard to please their guests. Lunch that day for me, and they do make the foods look so delectable. More choices than a man needs. I know, I ate there. There was a special reason for doing this story, and that was to check the dietary value of hospital food. Is it really that good? Well, of course. Let's see, we have blueberry, apple pie, rhubarb, cheesecake, 2 kinds of pudding, and Jell-O. Like most, I had heard nothing but good about Amish cooking. And when we did this story at the small community of Nottawa, we had some of the best. I had countless calls from people who wanted to go there too, but unfortunately the Amish are no longer running the place. Genuine home cooking.
Food for the king of the road. Mashed potatoes and gravy and Amish bread and roast beef just made moments ago. Oh, don't you wish you had a job like this?
Not to give the wrong impression, I don't eat everything. At Pleba's Meat Market in Cedar, specialty of the house, cherry pecan sausage. Take frozen cherries. Notice none of them stick together. Shove into a meat grinder. Then, fresh pork. So fresh it was on the pig only 36 hours earlier. Sprinkle the secret ingredient on and grind that. Into the stirring pot it all goes. Sprinkle liberally with pecans and wait.
It's low in cholesterol and it's high in protein, and it's probably I think it's the easiest sausage in the world to digest.
I watched as it came out, ready to be smoked, and elected instead smoked chicken. That old orchard kept Fanny Ringwald in cherries for years up in Oceana County, and for 5 years she ended up with first place awards for her cherry pie. Now watch this pie crust topping. Using a special funny cutting knife, she makes the fancy design that sets her pies apart.
You certainly have to have a lot of artistic ability.
I am not artistic at all.
Well, one last try. Talk about preferential service. The Chief Executive Officer for Bill Knapp's donned an apron for me.
It isn't every day I have the chief executive officer of a restaurant make my dessert for me.
I started as a grill cook at Bill Knapp's 30 years ago in Grand Rapids. And after every meal, we could make whatever we wanted, and that's what I made. About 10 years later, we put it on the menu, and today it's the best seller we have, the Cake Deluxe.
Well, you knew I wouldn't pass that up. After all, he did make it just for me. Others could savor the ice cream delectables. To be sure, the going got tougher. I was making an effort and not going to succeed, but close. Now, if Bill Knapp's would just have had a couch to stretch out on.
We're out in all kinds of weather, but I think the prettiest part of the year must be the changing of the colors. They get better each year, it seems. We'll take a look at those coming up.
We go to the places that you've been.
The one that finds these things. How do you people find it?
We thought if we followed you, we'd find a good place to eat.
You stopped me because what?
Because we have the same girth.
Well, that's
and we carry the weight around here.
You're watching Wood TV 8.
There are a lot of states that have a lot of pretty color in the fall of the year, but you'd be hard-pressed to find one any prettier than Michigan. We've seen them all, and we thought we'd look back at some of the better years.
It's become a tradition. Every year we load up for the long trek to the Upper Peninsula and capture the fall color change. And each year we figure we'll take in a different area in hopes of finding the perfect spot. One of the best locations to see a huge area was here, Brockway Mountain, overlooking Copper Harbor, as far north as you can get. That's Lake Superior. Lake Fanny Ho. Visitors tend to stop at the first lookout station. You really shouldn't. push higher. David Thoreau wrote in his journal in 1861, "If we who live here would seek to preserve these things, we would find they educate far more than any hired teachers and preachers." About the weather, knowing well that all it takes is one good storm to send these leaves to earth, that we might have only barren branches the next day to look at. The skies at times indicated a change was coming. And then the dots on the windshield affirmed our fears. The skies opened up.
Makes you wonder what the loggers and the miners did way back in the 1870s when it was pouring down rain. From everything we can learn, they worked anyhow, 6 days a week. Sundays were off, but they never went out and enjoyed the waterfalls as we do. There's over 100 of them here in the Upper Peninsula.
The joys of the all outdoors. This was a cloudburst where I quickly realized that TV hat wasn't meant to be weatherproof. But the rains sent the surging waters over the boulders even more furiously. Walking, even with pleated rubber soles, was difficult. And as quickly as the rains devoured us, the rains left, leaving strange colors to enjoy. And at the other end of the state, if you climb to the top of the tallest ski jump at Ironwood, you can see portions of Michigan and Wisconsin and Canada. Even with wire mesh fence in place, I elected to stay a safe few feet back. Summers, visitors can enjoy the view from up here. Cost $5. The most vivid, the brightest colors had to be the fall of 1986. And as we wound our way through the mountains that make up the Keweenaw Peninsula, the fears that we might have come late completely vanished. Capture the color in the trees and reflected in the waters. In the area around Badenoch, not far from Escanaba, Lake Michigan was also enjoying sun. Back home, it was pouring rain. Some of the prettiest yellows were not far from Manistee. But the countryside around Paradise lived up to its name.
Many of our famous authors were influenced by the beauty of the forest at this time of the year. This is Hemingway country, not too far from the Two-Hearted. And Longfellow wrote of the forest primeval. And then there's my favorite, Thoreau.
I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. Sightseers, picture takers, they were everywhere. That year, we found them on the east side of the state, from Fayette in the south to Eckerman, just south of Paradise. There was a different kind of color at Tequamanon Falls when we found it frozen. The tannic acids from the trees, the rich deposits from the river offered more than just plain ice color. Driving is a joy as the sun plays peekaboo in the clouds. I checked to see if the paper had been delivered. It hadn't. The snow fell so heavy it was like those old-fashioned paperweights turned upside down. And this guy's anticipating lots of snow, like maybe 16 feet of it. He'll get his mail if the mailman can get through to the box. It's definitely snowshoe walking weather. Who needs Christmas tree lights? I yelled at Dan Salas, "Snowplow coming." Only the propane man. Whatever the snowfall, it hasn't been a record year by far. More snow than normal, but for most of us, just so-so is good enough for me.
And stay with us. Our trip back on the Michigan Road with Dick Evans continues.
As we head to break, a listen to that classic Dick Evans laugh.
Ha ha ha!